Hey, you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. You guys, I have a very interesting video for you today. A few days ago, this video is actually a little bit of a suggested video from you guys, the subscribers, the followers. So a few days ago, I posted a short where I was, it was the day I went to the dealership to pick out car of my dreams, and I was talking about how the old version of me wouldn't be able to do what the new version of me is able to do, which is just go to a dealership and purchase a six-figure car like it's nothing, right? I want you to know before I get into it though, this video is not about manifesting just cars. This is about manifesting anything and everything you desire regarding cars, love, money, relationships, commitment. This one thing really applies to all of the above. Anything you're trying to manifest, it's the same factor in each one. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to really manifest whatever it is that you want and how to normalize it. That was the question the subscribers had after seeing that short of mine is, Ani, how do you normalize it? Because in that little short, it's like a 60-second short. Okay, so I couldn't really put so much information in there, but they were asking, how do you normalize it? Because I was talking about how the old me, that wasn't normal. The old me wouldn't even think to even set up an appointment for a test drive to get it, because I was thinking, well, even if I like it, I can't get it in that moment. So what's the point, right? So the new version of you, that would be normal for. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that a little bit, you guys. Let's put this in. I know a lot of people are so into, like, you know, the SP topic and manifesting your person, and whether there's a third party in the situation, whether you're not being chosen right now, whether there's no commitment, it's only friends, whatever it is right now. Let's use this normalizing, for example, towards a relationship, right? So let's say you're in a situation right now where the circumstances don't seem favorable, okay? This version of you most likely has been thinking, feeling the same way for quite some time. And for this version of you that's in lack, I'm not saying you're in lack, the viewer. I'm just saying, if you're in that situation, let's say, if you're in a situation where you still don't have what you want, the person, the house, the car, whatever it is, the money, the opportunities, if you're in that situation right now, this version of you that is thinking from a lack place of, when am I going to get it? It's not here yet, is not the version of you that's going to experience it. Okay, I'm going to repeat that because that's so important. The version of you that's in the place of, when am I going to get it? How am I going to get it? How's it going to come? When is it going to come? Like, just this questioning mode version of you that's in a state, you're occupying a state of lack. Okay, and it may be minor, like you may not even feel that you're occupying a state of lack, but the questioning indicates so. Okay, so that version of you is not the same as the receiver of the thing that you're looking for, or the person, or the commitment, right? Like, let's talk about, like, okay, let's say you want a commitment, but you're not in the commitment, right? The person constantly questioning and wondering, how do I do it? How do I manipulate this? How do I control this right now to get it? Because I clearly don't have it right now. And you keep beating the drum of, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. How do I get it? When will it come? I wonder how it will happen. I wonder how the third party will leave. I wonder how this person will come to me, if they would come to me, right? that version of you is not the version of you that's so calm and cool and collected and receiving it. Okay? Why is this topic so important? And it is very important. You normalizing what you want, it being normal for you to have it, is very important for you, because you are not used to it. Your brain and subconscious mind is functioning off of, I'm not used to this thing I've put on a pedestal. Okay? And if I'm not used to it, and I keep thinking and acting and behaving as though it's not normal for me, guess what the subconscious has to keep pushing out? Hey, it is not normal for you to have it, so keep staying in the lack. Actually, I will keep showing you more and more evidence of how this is not normal for you to have. So maybe I'll throw in a third party in there. Maybe I'll throw in the conversations of how this person keeps telling you that they can't be with you. They just want to be friends, or they just want to be friends with benefits. Let me just keep pushing that out for this person that is my master, right? Because they never change the internal, not normal aspect of it. Okay? Does this make sense, you guys? If this is making sense and you're having an aha moment right now, please comment down below, because this was a huge game changer for me when me being in the reality I'm in now, where I can go and buy my dream car or whatever, drive my dream car and get it if I want, like wanting it in that moment, I can pay for it and get it. You know what I mean? I haven't decided on the color yet, but right now that's that's my issue, just the color. But I'm gonna go and get it once I decide on the color and let my dealership know. But do you see like how it's normal? It's normal. All I'm doing is deciding a color. You get me? This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You are not used to you having the thing right now, because probably for the last few weeks, the last few months, the last few years, you've been really just replaying assumptions and beliefs and feelings and emotions over and over again that equal to not having the thing that you want. So I gave you an example for like SP, right? Relationship. Let me give you an example for money and abundance. So I can even give it to you from one of my family members. So the other day, we're at a family event, and we're all talking about like money and jackpots and all this, right? And everyone's like, Ani's the jackpot queen, Ani's the jackpot queen. And one of my family members turned around and said, well, yeah, like my luck is completely the opposite of that. And they started talking so like negatively about their money and abundance, or lack of that department of their life, right? Their finances, their abundance. They started talking and validating over and over again how they're not there, right? And how it just never works out for them. And their luck is just crap and it's shit. It's never good, right? And they literally turned around and said, you can't say that. You can't keep identifying as this person that has so much bad luck and things don't turn around for them and they'll never have that much money and get it, because here's the lack reality and here's the abundant one, and you can't be here and experience this. Okay, you work towards getting to this level, and then you're in it. You're in this room right now. Imagine their rooms or their lanes. Okay, I always talk about the parallel reality lanes, like on a freeway. Okay, you cannot keep playing over and over and over and over again in your head and out loud how something is so not normal for you, and then it's showing up for you. That's literally like insanity. Does this make sense, you guys? If it makes sense, comment down below. So now that you understand it needs to become more normal for you, what do we do? So, number one, your self-talk needs to change. For example, in money, in abundance, in jackpots, in anything, to be honest, I will never talk low or down about that. Never. I will never say that I can't have something or I can't do something. A lot of you guys ask me personally, a lot of my clients that book sessions with me and we're working on their SP related stuff or their money, they want to manifest more money, or they want to manifest commitment, or they want to manifest a job. Almost all my clients ask me personally how I maneuver through that mindset, and I'm telling you right now, okay? I will never talk low of my abilities, my opportunities. I will never talk down that I can't have this thing that I want, or a car that I want, or an opportunity, or money, or an amount of money. I will never look at it or talk of it that is so far out of reach, because we know this stuff. We know manifestation, and we know law of assumption, and we know that what you're feeding your mind is what it's going to regurgitate out into your 3D reality, and you're going to get more and more and more reflections to match how you're living, how you're acting, how you're feeling, how you're being. Okay? So the same way you wouldn't talk low, right, of someone you really, really love, right? You're not going to put down someone you really, really love and like cherish, and you just want to show all that support to, right? You wouldn't do that. So why are you doing it to yourself? Like that's like the number one thing of self-concept too. Like, never speak of yourself in that way. So your self-talk needs to be like on point. And self-talk is something you do throughout the day, like over and over and over again. Like, just how, for example, I was telling you, my family member was like, oh, well, my luck isn't like that, or I'm never gonna. The same way I caught him in the moment, and I was like, no, you don't identify like that. You don't talk like that if you want things to change. If you want things to stay the same, continue. But if you want things to change, you don't keep doing that. I didn't, obviously, I wasn't going to like coach the person in the middle of a family event, but like, I'm telling you right now, that needs to change. What you feed the mind needs to change. I talk about this in almost every one of my videos. So number one, we watch our self-talk. Okay, this is step-by-step things I want you to watch and take control over. Maybe this could be like a weekend challenge for you, or like a new month, July challenge for you, is watch your self-talk. How are you talking about relationships? How are you talking about money? How are you talking about the way people show up for you? How are you talking about your friends? How are you talking about your man, your woman, your SP? How are you talking about these situations? And I'm not just saying about how you talk to other people about it. I'm talking right here in your mind. How are you talking to yourself? You may be doing it in your head without saying it out loud, but you're still doing those inner conversations, whether it's with yourself, whether it's with the other person. Maybe you're getting angry at the situation and you're staying in that frustration. You got to break the habit and interrupt the thought pattern. Okay? So that's number one, self-talk, interrupting the thought pattern throughout the day. Number two, how are you showing up? How are you showing up for yourself? Is it the same old pity party? or you are acting like the version of you that it is normal for you to have the dream car, the 6-figure car. It is normal for you to have the relationship. It is normal for you to have the dream wedding of your location choice. What is it? Like, are you normalizing that, or are you constantly thinking about how hard this is going to be and how far it is away from you? Okay, because it being real or not right now in your reality, your brain doesn't care. You understand that, right? Like, whatever you're doing, like you normalizing it, the way you're showing up for yourself, the way you're keeping promises to yourself, your brain right now doesn't really give a crap if you're imagining it to be real right now and pretending, or if it's really happening. Your brain's just like, feed me, bro. Feed me. Like, imagine away. I will push it out for you. Act as if. I will. But acting as if, and I want to make this clear, it's not just the techniques and it's not just the imaginal scenes. It's actually applying it by example. You being the example of this new version of you. This new version of you that's receiving everything you want, right? Whether it's the car, whether it's the relationship, whether it's the money, whatever it is, the jackpots, you receiving what you want. That version of you is probably not miserable and not doing pity parties all day and procrastinating stuff and not prioritizing their health, not prioritizing their mindset, not prioritizing, your environment. The version of you that it is normal for them to have everything they want, they're probably not doing what you're doing now. And something I see, which is so common, and I went through this, there's, anytime I speak, you guys, there's no judgment. Most of the time what I'm saying, I've gone through it 99.9% of it. So I'm with you. I've gone through it. I'm here to help you. So you avoid like the hard, paths, and you could just learn. Okay. So most of the time, what you're avoiding is what you actually need to do, because the version of you that has everything they want would probably not avoid what you're avoiding right now. Okay, so you need to build habits throughout the day. You need to show up for your business. You need to show up for your family. You need to show up for your friends. Most importantly, you need to show up for yourself. Does your environment make you feel good? If not, change it. Do something about it. Change it. Minor things here and there can make you feel better and take you a step closer of being who you want. The music you're listening to, the movies you're watching, the way you're spending your time. Are you scrolling on your phone for hours throughout the day? Check your screen time. It will tell you. If you have an iPhone, I think Android tells you too, maybe. But check your screen time. How many hours are you on the phone scrolling, looking at other people having what you want? You know what I mean? Prioritize yourself if you want the reflection to prioritize you. You guys always talk about like everyone is you pushed out, and what is everyone is you pushed out, and people reflect me, and people this, people that, like everything is a reflection, everything is a mirror. So if that is so, which we know that is so, right? What do you want to reflect? Be that first internally, okay, to receive it externally from others and things too. When I say others, those others include the money energy. Those others include the riches, the wealth, the jackpots. Everything is energy, you guys. Everything is energy. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, if I want all this like wealth and riches and whatever, how do I normalize that now if it's not currently like in my bank account, right? Or it's not like under the mattress? Like, how do I normalize that? Well, all that abundance is energy. Okay, eventually you can hold it in your hand at, like, okay, it's money. All right, let's say it's cash or it's money, you can hold it in your hand, or it's a card, you can hold it in your hand, whatever, right? But before you can hold it in your hand, it first comes from here. How are you limiting yourself? Write these questions down so you can then use it for homework. How are you limiting yourself throughout the day? Ask yourself that. And this is not just for money, this is for every topic you're manifesting. How are you limiting yourself throughout the day? Are you feeling guilt and shame when you think about the topic or you spend time on the topic? Or maybe if you're trying to manifest money, do you feel guilt and shame when you spend? Because that's not you being a trusting version of you that's going to have more and more flowing in. The version of you that it is normal to be rich and wealthy and abundant, you wouldn't have an anxiety attack when you go buy yourself a shirt or a nice pair of shoes, right? You wouldn't. Your energy would be like, there's more where that came from. Like, my money's flowing in like crazy. Every time I spend, I get 100,000, I get 100 back, I get 1,000 back, you know, like I'm able to spend because there was a flow. And you're probably like, that's delusional, right? Well, if you know this law of assumption, you're not going to think that because you know what's up. But if you're having a hard time thinking, oh my God, that's crazy, like I can't do that if it's not actually there, well, it's energy. You're using up energy to create more of that energy to come in. So really, it's just an energy exchange. You understand? This is all an energy exchange. Now, let's say if you're trying to manifest a person, but they're with a third party, right? So you receiving this person pursuing you, that version of you where this person pursues you, where this person comes in and chases you or wants to be with you, right? You're not going to be like, oh my God, you have a third party, you're never going to choose me. If they're choosing you, right? You're not going to be in that mindset. You're going to be like, yeah, why wouldn't you choose me? I'm freaking worth it. Like, I know I'm an amazing human being. I know what I bring to the table. Like, I don't even give a shit if you have a third party. Me knowing what I bring to the table and how amazing I am, that's going to reflect out through you too. You're going to know that too, because everyone is you pushed out. You don't have free will, and you have to show me my assumptions about me and my assumptions about you. So you would literally be like so much more into you than worrying about what the other person is going to do next and next and next. That's the receiver version of you. The scared version of you that's not yet receiving is probably more focused on, oh my God, how would the third party remove itself? That is nonsense. How the hell would it happen? They probably need to have a big ass argument, or let's say there's no third party, right? And your person's just not acting proper or mature or whatever, right? They're acting half-assed. The version of you to not receive it yet, if it's not normal for you to actually receive this changed version of them, is probably thinking, yeah, this person's so immature. Like, how the hell am I going to change them? How long is it going to take for me to recreate this person? Because it seems like it's such a hard task and they're never going to change. And because I have this experience and that experience and that experience and that experience with them, so I have facts backing up how they're not going to change, right? This is how your mindset probably looks in the lack version of you that doesn't trust that they're going to get what they want. It's not normal yet. How do you normalize it? So there's space in between this not normal version of you that it's not normal for you to receive, and then there's space in between, and then there's you receiving, right? So this transition from you not believing it and it not being normal for you to you believing it and it being normal for you, this transition in the middle is you actually doing what I'm telling you to do right now. Answer the questions I asked earlier, where I said, pay attention to these questions. This is going to be your homework. Your self-talk is going to be very important in this transition period. Self-talk, how you show up for yourself, how you keep the promises to yourself day to day, moment to moment, is very important for you to transition from this. It's not normal for me to have this thing because it feels so hard, to it's very normal for me to have this thing because I am that person. You can get there, but you have to watch the daily self-talk, the way you show up for yourself. You have to watch, not so much, I don't want you to take this as you need to flip thoughts, okay? Don't think I'm telling you flip every damn thought. No, you have over 60,000 thoughts a day. That's, I don't even think that's true, to be honest with you. I think you're so unlimited. You can probably have double, triple, quadruple that amount, those amount of thoughts a day, okay? So I'm not here to tell you flip every thought that runs through your mind, because that is literally crazy. You're not going to have time to do anything else. You don't need to flip every single thought to normalize receiving what you want. You need to understand that the thoughts coming in don't really hold as much power until you really take it in and ruminate on it. So my question to you is, are you ruminating on every thought? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. The same way you go into Amazon and you're not adding to cart every damn thing you see on while you're searching for, you're not adding to cart everything that comes up in your face, right? No, you're adding to cart only what you want, right? So you don't add to cart every thought and suggestion that comes up in your mind. So you don't need to flip each thought. You need to take in the thoughts that serve you, and you need to go with that. And you need to act on that, and you need to normalize the ones that serve you and the ones that feel good. The ones that don't, watch them go by. Watch them scroll away. Just watch. It comes in and it comes out. It's coming in as a suggestion. It's not saying I'm going to live in you forever. It's coming in as a suggestion, and it's saying, hey, boss, if this suggestion floats your boat, go ahead and ruminate on me. But if I don't float your boat, let me float away. Okay? I hope this makes sense, you guys. If this makes sense, comment down below. This is your challenge for the weekend. Like, let's start. Like, let's try, just you try for the next 3 to 4 days. Okay? What I'm telling you to do, and see how you feel. Okay? If you need me more with like a one-on-one, you know, I'm here for you. Links to get sessions with me should be in the comments, comment in the description box down below. There should be a link there. If not, please comment under this video, or you can email us at sessions@createyourfuture.co. Email, comment, links for my courses, which help you and guide you even more deeper with more and more homework. If you want to see any of my client testimonials, you guys, any of my client successes, I share them in the shorts. I share them in the community posts here on YouTube. You just go into our channel, click community or shorts, and you'll see all of it. Our social media channels, I share them there too. You are next. You are the next success story. Okay? I intend it. I intend to hear it in the comments down below. I intend to read it out loud in my videos. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. You guys are freaking amazing. And if you are seeing this video, this is your birds before land, that you will also experience the riches, the wealth, the abundance, your specific person, the commitment. You will. You just need to put in that little work I'm telling you to do on a daily basis, moment to moment basis, and watch how your life is going to change. Again, if you need more specific guidance, I'm here. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Have fun.